Get a £5 free bet every week with Offer Club from William Hill. Simply stake a total of £20 or more across the week on pre-match football accumulators with 4 or more selections, and you'll get a £5 free bet on the Friday. Join William Hill Offer Club on mobile or online now.
Sonny Donnelly, IFL TV in association with Macklin's Gym Marbella. I'm at Punch London in Mill Hill today, and with me I've got former European champion Mr. Spencer Oliver. Spence, how are you?
All good, mate, you?
Yeah, I'm great, thank you.
Good.
Just see you doing a bit with the old Keep Fitters. I mean, the video will go up later, so people can see.
Might cost me money, mate. Yeah, I do a lot of it. That's what I do. That's what I do in my spare time in the day. Just training a lot of people one-on-one stuff to teach them boxing. Boxing is so big now; it's unreal. We've seen what's going on. Yeah. You know, Anthony and Joshua really bringing it into a new era with Ed. You know, Eddie Hearn, and boxing's on the up and up at the moment. So the general public want to do boxing, so it's good for me financially.
Obviously, not just the Keep Fitters down here. Some good pros, obviously. Yeah. Buglioni and Derek Chisora, to name a few. Obviously, a few of the Goodwin boys as well. Big fights for Buglioni and Del Boy coming up. You've seen them more than me. How are they looking in the gym?
Yeah, looking amazing. Derek's doing really, really well. Best I've seen him for a long time. You know, he had a split with Don Charles, had a little stint away from him, and he's come back. And since he's come back, he seems to be revived, if I'm honest. He's looking really good in the gym, expecting big things from him. I think that the public are going to see some Derek Chisora we haven't seen for a few years. It's going to be an exciting fight. That really looking forward to it. And then Frank Buglioni, he's looking unbelievable. He really is. You know, they're both in tough fights. You know, we're not stupid. We know that. But they're both winnable fights for Buglioni and for Chisora. I think that, you know, I think both of them, since Frank's been here, I think it's the best I've ever seen him look. You know, his sparring partners he's been doing really, really well with, and he's up for it. He could fight tomorrow. So fight, you know, Jose Burton comes from the Gallagher gym, great fighter himself. You know, done exceptionally well, and I'm sure they'll be working really hard as well. So really good fight, that one. Really looking forward to it, as well as Chisora and White. Obviously,
I know with the Sky Sports you've got to say partial, but Frank Buglioni really does fancy himself. I mean, I spoke to Frank before, and personally I've never seen him this confident before, and I think he really is believing in himself this time. He told me there's no stone left unturned. He's got no excuse. He's had nearly a year out. Do you believe he can do it?
Absolutely. I think that he can do it. You know, listen, like I said to you, Burton's a decent fighter, comes from a decent stable. Gallagher will have an amazing game plan. But, you know, Frank is the best I've seen him for a long time. And if I was a betting man, I'd bet my money on Frank. I think that he looks, again, fighting gets to a stage of his career where he needs change. He's come in, he's teamed up with Don Charles. They've also got to work well with the trainers. He works really well with Don. So I've been watching him sparring now from the beginning of the camp all the way through. Looks exceptional at the moment. You know, it's not going to be an easy fight. It's a fight I think Buglioni can win.
Obviously, elsewhere on the card, Anthony Joshua fighting Molina. When you see the opponents that sort of he's getting, I mean, unless you get him some of the top ones, who else can you get him? We're getting him world-ranked opponents, but he just seems to be blowing them out, doesn't he?
Yeah, absolutely, and I expect the same from Molina, if I'm honest. I think that, you know, Molina's tough and he can be tricky. If you let him get into his boxing, he can be awkward. You know, he's shown that against Wilder. He's tough, he's durable. He took some amazing shots for Wilder, got him out there, I think, in the 8th round or so. But he was putting up a good fight, rocked Wilder as well. And then I think he boxed, was it Areola, took him out in a round? He boxed Areola, got taken out in a round, and all of a sudden, boom, he's lost his reputation. And everyone, Joshua then gets him, and everyone, oh, this fight's going to be terrible. It could be a little banana skin for Joshua. Joshua will win the fight, I believe, and win it in style. But what I'm saying is, if Areola gets into it a little bit, he could prove tricky.
Obviously, Callum Smith fighting Blackledge now on the card, announced a few days ago. What are you expecting from Callum Smith? Obviously, he is the golden boy at the moment. Yeah, absolutely. And I've said from 2 or 3 years ago now, I think that for me, Callum Smith is the best prospect in the country. I said that even before Anthony Joshua won the world title. I think that he really is the best prospect. I think that we haven't nearly seen the best of him yet, and I think Blackledge is really a league below, and I think this is just a little stepping stone until he fights for that world title. I know he's looking for the winner of Badou Jack DeGale. You know, what an exciting fight that would be. But I think that he's definitely up there with the best super middleweights in the world. Until he gets to that level where he's The problem is that he's blowing everyone away, so everyone automatically assumes, oh well, the opponent was no good, this and that. No, I think it's just how good he is, and I think that, you know, when he steps up another level and starts going in with some names that we'll be seeing, you know, boxing for world titles and stuff, I think we'll be seeing much of the same. I think the kid's exceptional.
Obviously, towards the end of 2017, beginning of 2018, depending if the Gal, which I believe he will, beat Badujak quite comfortably, an absolute super fight could be in Britain between them two. Do you really think that Callum Smith has the beating of James DeGale?
Yeah, I think that he's definitely got. I think he's got the beating of any super middleweight in the world, if I'm honest. And I know that might be a bit premature saying that, but I look at the potential, and I've been in the game long enough to know a kid's potential, and I just see the vast improvement. He's improving rapidly at the moment. Boxing's all about timing, and I think that the timing will be right for Callum Smith. They've got him now. They've just pushed him along slowly. He's blowing everyone away. They've got him to that level now where they've got to let him go. And I believe he's good enough to do that. And I believe he's good enough to mix it with DeGale. I believe he's good enough to mix it with Badujak. I know you think DeGale wins that fight quite easily. I think that's quite a tricky fight, especially being away from home. You know, I fancy DeGale to win. I don't think it's going to be easy. I think he's going to have to come through some sticky little moments there. I know a lot of people think that he's going to win quite comfortably. I don't believe that. I think that's a tough fight. And I think the winner of that boxes Callum Smith. I wouldn't like to bet my money on the winner of that. I'm telling you, I think that Callum Smith's good enough to win a world title, whoever he's in with.
Your old title that we spoke about a minute ago, your European title, is still in England with Gavin McDonald.
Yeah.
14-0 now, I think he is. He's obviously seen what his brother's Jamie's done, amazing achievements out there. He's a sort of looked upon as the other brother, as you could say, but do you think his time will come soon to get that world title?
Listen, I know I was like this with my brother. He will want to step out of the shadows of his brother, and that's what pushes him on. And I think, he could go on and win a world title, definitely. It's all about opportunity, getting the right fight at the right time, getting the right champion. But I think Gavin McDonald could definitely go on and do it. He aspires to be his brother. And imagine you've got a twin, and your twin's a world champion, you're European champion. Shit, man, you want to be world champion. I don't care who you are, trust me. And he's going to want to be world champion, and that will push him on, and I think that will give him the little edge that he needs to go on and win a world title. I think 2017 at the moment is a massive year for British boxing. We're doing so well at the moment. Success breeds success. Every guy's doing so well at the moment. Anthony Joshua's flying the flag. I'm really looking forward to it, mate. 2016 was a good year. 2017 is going to be better.
I'll give it a little mention before we go. Cole Frampton's got a press conference today for his fight against Leo Santa Cruz. Amazing what he's done over there, becoming 2-weight world champion, defeating Leo Santa Cruz. Got the rematch, gone back over there. It shows a lot of character. Do you think he can do it again?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it shows you the confidence, and not just he's got, but the McGuigans have got in him as well. Barry and Shane done an amazing job with him. Had him right from the beginning, pulled him through. Yeah, definitely. Santa Cruz is a tough fighter, a decent fighter. I think he shocked a lot of people, Frampton, when he went over and won. He shocked me, definitely. I thought that was going to be a tougher fight than it actually was. I know it was a tough fight, but he won the fight, and I believe he'll do a better job this time.
All right then, mate. Well, nice. I know you've got a few more clients in there.
I'm on it, man. I'm on it. Got to go.
So, wait, if people want to get one-on-ones, because I know some people might do, how can they get hold of you?
Just get hold of me, SpencerOliver.soboxing.co.uk, and you can get me on there, or soboxing@hotmail.co.uk, something like that.
Or just tweet him. Fuck it, we'll find out.
Easy tweet. Tweet's the way forward.
All right then, well, Spencer Oliver, thanks for all that TV. Top man.